Emergency alert. Gold and silver bullion crashing. I repeat, Vincenzo's gold crypto investing, gold and silver bullion crashing. I fucking knew it, Vincenzo. I fucking knew you were a fleece, heister, and shyster, just like all these other YouTube scumbags and hustlers are. You're part of the criminal gangster cartel. I knew it. Just as I bought the gold and silver bullion, they've crashed and fell off the market after that scumbag Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve Chairman spoke yesterday. Now the FBI not only burnt down my house, they want to repossess my gold and silver bullion, and I'm coming to hunt you down, Vincenzo. I'm out for blood. I'm gonna be in behind every corner, every railroad, every taxi cab you go into. You better look out. I might be the driver. I'm gonna be outside your window in the bushes. I'm gonna find you, Vincenzo, all across the country. I'm gonna hunt you down. Good mid-morning, approaching late morning, soon to be early afternoon on this earth. Mid to late June. Beautiful. 78. Actually, let's take a look at the current temperature. 77. That's good old Michigan, where I'll be back home next week. 77 degrees in Normal, Illinois, the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. Not very humid today. 49 dew point. Very fall feel today, but with low dew points, clear skies, high pressure overhead. That makes great in the summertime. Easy to warm up as the afternoon progresses. It says partly cloudy, and there are, as I look around, some high stratosphere clouds. And cirrus clouds streaming in from all over, from the east, west, and the south, just kind of whispering and streaming around in the mid and upper level layers, with the crystal blue sky, ocean blue, up above the low to mid level of cirrus and stratus clouds, right? But we're going to warm up to the mid 80s, maybe touch 90, unless we get some cloud cover. The humidity is going to increase tonight, unfortunately. It's going to be a muggy, sticky, uncomfortable, hot day tomorrow, right? Dew points will probably be in the upper 60s to low 70s, with showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. A couple days later, we're going to have that summertime feel for 3 days. The last 3 days in the Bloomington metropolitan area after today are going to be very uncomfortable for old Vincenzo. But we're going to give you a little update on some coins. I just went over what I'm doing in the gold market. I'm getting a lot of questions on the flush. So I went ahead and bought, what did I buy today? 10, 11, 12, 13 more ounces of physical silver since it was down at the time of purchase. 3% today and 10% since yesterday. And 16% since the February high. Let's see, our industry exclusive measuring tool, and then I'm going to get into some crypto. So we're down at the time of purchase 13% from the top of silver back in February. So we figured now is a good time to accumulate, like I accumulated here, right? I bought some back there. 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 I probably bought some up there. I bought some right there. You can see out of the 125 ounces of silver, I bought it all over the place, right? Yeah, the premiums are quite high. So my average price is probably, if I had to guess an average price, I would say it's probably, with all the high premiums, no, it's not that high. My average price of silver is probably like $24.50, right? That's probably my average cost of silver right now. So right now I'm pretty much just a little bit in the profit on my physical silver, which if it tanks and we have a huge collapse in silver, and I bought an average up here somewhere $24, $25 with the high premiums now. Say it collapsed from current price 20%, and it was sitting at $20, and I'm way down now. $5 an ounce on my physical silver. 5 times 125 is a lot of money, right? 5 times 125. It'd be down $600, which I'm losing 3% a year in inflation in the bank. So about a year and a half since I started, so we're about even now versus purchasing power in the bank. So Vincenzo, if we got down to $20, say it went down, I woke up tomorrow and it was $20. Yes, I just bought $800 worth of silver right here. And then say tomorrow I wake up and the price is down here, which is $6 below what I just bought. It's $800 worth of silver, so I'm down $150. I would buy 1,000 ounces of silver right there. Not 1,000, whoa. I'd buy 100 ounces of silver. I'd buy a kilo. I'd buy a couple kilos of silver down there. I'd put about 2 G's on silver if I woke up tomorrow and silver was down 25%. And I was buying it at $20. So that's major support. And I would load up the farm on that down there if I woke up tomorrow. Probably won't be. But if I wake up next week and silver's at $23, I'm going to buy another $500 worth of it next week. Instead of every week, as long as silver's on the dip, instead of every week, we'll check our market update real quick. So you can see the market's been getting hit. Gold, yes. That's my IRA, so I can't touch it for 30 years. So I put a lot of high speculative gold stocks in there that I think in the next 10 or 15 years are going to do phenomenal. So I don't really care what it does now because I can't sell it and use the money. So I'm just going to let it. That's my speculation. This one is my new one I started 2 weeks ago. And you can see it didn't really do anything. I haven't taken a hit because I got foreign stocks that aren't gold that are going to do good as inflation rises in the U.S., right? Today they're down a little bit. Overall, now we're down after today. Down 2%, down 0.25%, down 12% in the one speculation that I have in here, which it shouldn't even be in this account. As soon as I break even on that, I might have to get rid of it out of this account. ExxonMobil down 1%. Royal Dutch Shell even, and VOD even. So they're all even, pretty much, down 2%. And most of that is because of stupid commerce. It's all of it, pretty much. So that account hasn't really moved. With the gold flush, this gold fund will here. But the beauty of this is I'm getting dividends every month to hold it because I'm not selling any of these. If in a month from now I don't have any more, I haven't added any more because I've been heavy metals, and these are down 15%, I'll buy a shitload more of it because I'm getting dividends, right? I'm going to be paid dividends at all varying prices, right? So instead of adding into there this week, I went heavy in the silver, and I got $400 still that I could buy in silver for my paycheck this week. But I'll wait to see what the price does. If the price just kind of chills, I'll chill. If it tanks 10 or 15% this week, I'll buy that other $400 worth this week. And then next week when I get paid, if it's down another 10%, I'll buy another $500 worth because eventually it's going to bounce back. And if I'm buying silver at $20, eventually silver will be at $30 again, and it's going to be a phenomenal move, which it will be because you're losing 3% in purchasing power a year at current rate and inflation, and this year you're over 5%. But yeah, it's a fucking bloodbath today. You know what I mean? It's one of those days. Rising wedge broke down, or rising channel broke down. And as we know, the targeted move out of a rising channel is the bottom of the channel, or where it formed. And that would be about right there where it formed. About 1,750, which you're almost there. And then I think you're going to start to see it bounce. Well, let's go to Bitcoin. It's been having a really rough month and a half. Today, it's not really doing anything. It crashed yesterday with the Fed, like everything else. And I think in Bitcoin, this still looks where you're going. You're in a rising wedge. You broke out of it right there. I think you're going to fall down to there, down to 33,000 in the next few days to weeks. And then you're coming much, much lower. Quick rundown. Bitcoin SV is collapsing. You got a long way down in Bitcoin SV. If you're in that, you're in trouble. Dogecoin, my company favorite Dogecoin. You can see we diagnosed that. We were in this pattern where you have upper resistance, lower support, and it was getting exhausted, and you only had till there, right here, about the 21st to break out. Now you came down, and we showed you what it could do, and it came back up and retested this as upper resistance. Now it's crashing. Your first target is, you can't see it because there's a lot of writing, is, come on, 29 cents. The white line, that's where you're coming first. Then you're coming down to 21 in the next weeks to month. Then you're coming way down there. Get more into that later. XRP, very bearish. XRP's in the same thing. You got this duck's beak, upper resistance, lower support. Patterns coming to an end. It's got to break out by about there. Again, by about the 21st. You got your upper resistance. Now the price has moved at 92 cents. And then you got your lower support at 78 cents. And we had this drawing up for a week now, and it's going to break down, and your first target is 31 cents. And then we have much, much lower targets, but they're way down there. But that's what you're doing in XRP the next week to month. You're going to break out of this pattern, and you're coming down because it's very bearish. Target is on trading alert. We just did XRP. Litecoin, same thing. We went over this quadrant that we were in. We were in the same formation as those other two, XRP and Doge. Upper resistance, lower support, duck's beak. And then we had to break out. We just traded sideways. We were briefly in this northern and central quadrant. Now we've broken down, after we moved out of the western quadrant, briefly into the northern quadrant. Now we're going into the eastern quadrant. And this is, the white is where we think we're going to trade in this eastern quadrant over the next few weeks. And we're coming down. Price action has moved. Your upper resistance now is $73. Your lower support is about 147. 173 is your upper resistance. 147 is your mid-range support. And then I think in the short term, we're coming down here really quick to 113 in the next few weeks, following our eastern quadrant and then moving into the southeastern part of the quadrant, right? You see that? It's our little quadrant we got going on here, you know? And we're going to keep moving down. We'll put that as that. That's where we're going there. And then we're going to move down towards some of these Celo. Same thing. We said how you could possibly break up in an outside 1 out of 10 chance. Most likely you're going to start trading down. You're getting rejected right now at major underneath support and resistance. And if you can't hold this level that we went over, you're going to start trading down. And it's going to be a fast fall. ADA, what else we got? Theta Fuel, we did that yesterday. We're breaking out of this pattern, another one of these duck's beak patterns. And you could pump up real quick if you got any volume up to upper resistance for fabulous glowing, gorgeous, 5'4" brunette, tan skin, athletic tone, and then get the rug pulled off from under you and collapse. Because in Theta, this is in the next month, you're coming down into here. The target says you should be down about 23 cents is where I think you're going to go. I think this is a fake out and you're coming down. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, Phil. No. I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm not. No. Do I play one on my radio show? Phil, don't be the rock side bro. No, I'm not a financial advisor, Phil. Yeah, I got a guy, see, that knows a guy, see, that's a guy, see. So you need a financial advisor, do you, Phil? Well, that's not me, Phil.